love this song so much. It's so good. Right, let's get stuck in. So, Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin. And I guess one thing you need to watch out for just before you start is that we're tuning our ukulele just slightly differently. So one string has to be a little bit looser. So it's our C string, and we're tuning it down to a B. So if you use like a tuning app or something like that you can only tune it to C, like Guitar Tuner or Ukulele Tuner even, or just a normal tuner, and you're used to tuning it to C, a really easy way to do it is put your finger on the first fret of the third string, play it, and that should be C. So tune that to C with your first fret down, and that will make it a little bit easier. And then when you lift your finger up, it will be B. Lovely. Okay, cool. So the intro, Uke 1. Let's have a look at that. We're on our third string, which is now a B, and we're coming in on the and of 3. So we would count it like 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're coming in. And the rhythm we're coming in with, you can hear it in the song, but it's going and e and e and. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and e and 03, 03. Okay, cool. And then we are separating every beat into 4 little bits. And the way we do that in music usually is just to go 1 E and A. So if you look at the sheet, I've got it written down there under Uke 1. So some mistakes that people make is when they see 2 E's, they're like 1 E. It's just 1 E, like sweet. 1 E and A, 2 E and A. And we're on our first string, 7th fret. So we go 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. So that's bar 2. Let's put those together, ba-bam, ba-bam, into that. I'd recommend second finger, middle finger for this bit, and then pinky for the 7th fret, and that's just because when we get into the more complicated Uke 2, you're going to want to have those fingers ready. Okay, cool. So Uke 1, after 3, 1, 2, 3, ba-bam, ba-bam, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... Okay, let's look at the last bar then. We're going 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E. And then we start again with this. And then, so, I can't really use my cursor, but so Uke 1, you're doing the start bit, the second bar, the third bar, and then you start again on the second bar. So one repeat would sound like this. After 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, bam, 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 again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, bam, 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 bam. I muted my first finger there. I'd recommend using your second, that was my fault. Okay, cool, so that's Uke 1. Remember, we're on YouTube, so if you want to, you can go to a little cog, go to playback speed, and slow it down. I would always recommend playing things much slower to start off with. So Uke 2 is a little bit more tricky. It happens at the same time as Uke 1, so if you're like, Uke 2 sounds too much, don't worry about it, you can stick to Uke 1. But if you want to give it a try, we're coming in at the same time, and we hit our open third string in, but this time we're going to use our second finger and our pinky on the 5th fret of the first string, and we use our thumb, first finger and second finger to pluck all of those 3 strings. So not the 4th string, but all the other ones. And the rhythm's the same. Bum, bum, oh. Bum, bam, bum, bam. But we add one thing. We slide to the 5th fret on the kind of last bit. So it goes and e and if you slide with your pinky as well, it will be in the right shape for our next chord. Let's try that a few times slowly. 1, 2, 3. Ba ba bum ba da. Yeah. Bum ba bum ba da. Nice. Now, for our chord, we need to add one more finger to this shape that you hopefully already have. 5th and 7th with an open 2nd string. And the open 2nd string is the same note as that 3rd string, and it gives it this kind of drony sort of thing where that E note is running right through, like even though you're strumming like that, it's like I don't know if that makes sense. First finger goes onto the 4th fret of the 4th string. So you get this kind of E5 chord. If you barred that, you'd get your E major. Because it's a rock song, E5 kind of work better. It would be in guitar a power chord. So it's like an E5 is a little bit less, like if you've got major and minor, an E5 doesn't have the note in it that makes it major and minor, so it could be kind of either, so you're in this kind of mid ground. Rock uses it a lot because you don't want things to be too happy, but there again, you don't want it to be too sad. Anyway, here we go. So where are we? We're here, so we put our first finger down, and we're doing the same rhythm as when we did it just on the 7th. We're going 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. We're just doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Bam, bam, bam. 1, 2, 3. Bam, 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 bam. 1, 2, 3. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. So again, YouTube, slow it down and see if you can play along with that. It is quite tricky initially, but you'll get it. The more confident you get with it, the kind of looser you can be. Like when I'm playing it now, I don't really do the 3 finger, I just strum it. Oh, that's the verse. So you're just kind of, you're doing the motions, but you're just hacking away at it. It makes it sound a wee bit more rocky. So let's move on to the verse. Now I've done 2 uke parts for that. One's quite similar to the intro, but instead of using we're using the open 2nd string. Now the only thing that's different about the verse is the kind of length of it. So basically imagine the intro but without bar 2. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, ba bam, ba bam. 1, 2, 3, ba bam, ba bam, ba 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 bam, ba bam, ba 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 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Or you can just do the same sort of pattern we did for the intro with those 1, 2, 3, ba bam, ba bam, ba 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 ba. Nice. Okay, cool. Sorted. Let's go for page 2, which has the melodies. Okay, so verse melody. Let's do it. So, sorry, I got really nose. We're coming in like with the roughly the same point as that, but we're coming in with the So remember we were doing like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and we're coming in on the so I'll just play through the first couple of bars of the melody, and that is, let me grab up the lyrics of it. This is a very unorganized whole. Lotta, love, lyrics. So we're doing the you need cooling. You need cooling. Oh god. Yeah, you need cooling. So you've got, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. So we're doing second fret on the first string. Yeah, we're doing 2, 2, and then on the start of the next bar, we're doing a little bend. So that just means I would maybe bring in your first finger to support. You're just pushing the string slightly towards the ceiling, and then releasing it again. So you got 2, 2, bam. And then we're going on to the third fret second string. So the rhythm of that is like ba ba bam bam. 1, 2, 3. Ba ba bam bam. And then we've got baby I'm not fooling, which sounds like this. Baby I'm not fooling. So we've got third fret on the third string, quickly followed by the open second string, and then again, and then you've got 3, 0. Yeah, kind of. So as we continue on that first line, you'll notice on beat 4 of the third bar, we've got 2 2s, and it's maybe not that clear actually, but above it says a 3, and that's like a triplet. So when you get to beat 4, you're like 1, 2, 3, and then just do like a. I find the easiest way to do it is to split beat 4 into strawberry. So you'd be like 1, 2, 3, strawberry, 2, 2, 2, and then we've got 2, 3. Yeah, and I just continued on onto the second line. So let's look at the second bar of the second line. Also, if this is like just Greek to you, it's like too fast and stuff. This is kind of it. This is for if you've been playing uke for a little bit. You know, feel free to go back to some easier stuff first and build up to this. Okay, cool. Let's see. We've got the line. I don't know what line this actually. I'm gonna sing back to school and wherever it is. Listen to the song. So second bar, we've got. So that is a slide on beat 3 from 5 to 3. In the last bar of the third line, we've got and a 2 and 3. Okay, and then we're on to the I'm gonna give you my love line. So that's the bottom line. So I'm gonna give you my love. So it comes in just after the 1, 1, and again 1. Yeah, and I've just looked at lyrics and I've worked out what the other ones, what the second bar on the second line is. So it's away down inside. Down inside. So that's the 2, 0, 3, 5 slide to 3. Honey, I need it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is play through the full melody. I've got the chords recorded, so I'm going to play them in the background as well. Let's see. In fact, I'm not sure totally if that's going to work. So what I'll do is I'll put a link in the YouTube, the bit below, just with like a playthrough video if you want to play along with it. But if you want to play the melody along with me just now, go for it. So I'm going to come right in at the start and go all the way through. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is the verse melody. Again, slow it down if you want to play along with that. Chorus chords, you can do the same as the verse, so you can do, not that. Or you can bring in a D chord. You're probably used to playing a D chord like 2, 2, 2, but because you've tuned your third string down 1, it's more like a G shape, but on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. So 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. So that would sound like this. You'd be doing 1, 2, 3. So you, at the time that you would be doing this, you'd be doing. So let's do that slowly. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E. Yeah, again, listen to the song to fit this in. The melody for the chorus chords sounds like this. So that bit's coming in where the chords are doing that bit. Okay, fairly simple actually for the melody. It's going 1, 2, 3. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 4E and 4E and ba 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 ba. And then you've got this cool like kind of like slide all the way up the fretboard and the guitar. I don't think I've got it sounding anywhere like the track, but you can do this cool chord here. So it's 8, 7, 7. Also, I made a tiny mistake there. It should be on the and of 1, not 1, where you do the slide. So, sorry. Sounds a bit like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. So you'll kind of find your way in it. So you're just playing that chord and then just sliding, keeping the pressure on the strings. So bam, 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 bam. Want a whole lot of love. That's quite a challenging one. Good luck with it. Pop any questions down below if you are struggling with anything. Goodbye.